Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel.
Whether you love them or hate them, food halls are popping up in resorts all over the Las Vegas Strip and beyond.
So in today's video, we'll be visiting and taste testing each vendor at the Via Via Food Hall located inside the Venetian Resort. But is Via Via's offerings just as good as we've heard, or is it simply all hype? Join us as we taste test at least one menu item from each vendor, and along the way, we'll provide you with our honest thoughts and opinions on what's worth your time and money and what's simply not worth the calories.
All this and what we hear might be the best Italian sandwich ever on today's episode of James and Paul Try It All.
All right, everyone, we are here at the Via Via Food Hall here at Venetian, and we are gonna start off with a bang. Now, we stopped at Howlin Ray's, which specializes in hot chicken. We got ourselves a chicken tender, and first things first, this chicken tender smells hot.
I can smell it from across the table.
Yeah, I can smell the cayenne pepper coming right off of it. Now, this is medium, and we've heard from other content creators that the medium is pretty hot. So without further ado, let's give this a bite. I am gonna fork and knife this tender because I don't want any of that on my hands.
Now, while Paul is taste testing that, I will say normally the tenders come in orders of 3, but we just bought 1 tender to save some room for other things here at Via Via and not waste food.
And also because I don't wanna just blow my stomach up with 3 tenders. Let's take a bite.
I don't know what to think of that face you're making.
Usually I have to give it a few seconds for the heat to kick in. I think for someone that's used to having spicy food, this is about a medium. It's starting to kick in.
On your average buffalo wing scale.
Average buffalo wing scale, I'd say kind of medium hot, kind of on the way. I'm still getting a little burn on the tongue though. Overall though, if you are spice averse, medium or lower, because this is kind of bordering on hot if you're someone that's not used to spicy food.
Now, Paul admittedly has a little bit more of a spice tolerance than I do, but I'm not that far behind. However, since he's not a pickle fan, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat the pickle. Come to me, little pickle. No! There was a whole bunch of seasoning on that pickle and I'm already getting it. But it's a tasty pickle. All right, cheers. That's a very tasty tender. Steam isn't shooting out my ears yet. Oh, that is spicy though. Oof.
See, I'd say for me, it's about a medium hot.
I would agree with that. I'm getting it. It's not overwhelming, but that instantly hits me. I'm gonna try the comeback sauce though. Okay, I like it. I like the sauce. I like the tender. It's very moist. Got a nice crunch on the outside, but it is loaded up with spicy seasoning. My lips are on fire. My tongue is on fire. The back of my throat's on fire. All in all, it really kind of gets you everywhere. So if you don't like spicy stuff, I would just avoid Howlin Ray's, or at the very least, I would get the lowest spice level. Know that medium has got a decent amount of heat to it.
I think I would liken it this way, that medium is like a hot on any other scale.
Somewhere between a medium and a hot. I don't know if I'd call it a hot. I've definitely had like buffalo wings that are hotter than this, but they're not playing around. Now we got some of their classic lemonade as well, which is pretty good, but that's also very sour. Like, it is a strong lemonade. If we had to assign a score for Howlin Ray's here, based off the chicken tender and the lemonade that we have sampled, I give them 3 out of 5 flames, personally. I think it's good. Do I think it's great? No, not really. It's not something I probably would go back to, me personally. It's yummy, but it's not what I want in chicken, if I'm just being honest.
Now for my score, I would give Howlin Ray's 4 out of 5 flames. I love this chicken tender. I love the heat that comes from it. And as someone that does love spicy food, I am here for it. So for that, I can't give it a 5, but I will definitely give Howlin Ray's a 4.
So with Paul's 4 and my 3, that gives us an average score of 3.5 flames out of 5.
I can agree with that.
All right, guys, let's keep going because we still have so many vendors to try next. All right, guys, next up, we have got some ramen from Ivan Ramen. Now, we went with the Tokyo Shoyu Ramen, which is soy sauce, dashi, and chicken broth, shoyu glazed choshu, soft egg, and toasted nori. This looks delicious. Looks like a very classic style ramen. So first, I think I'm gonna go in for a little bit of the nudes. Yes. Okay. That's got a lot of good flavor to it. It's very full of umami. The broth is wonderful and rich, fatty, fantastic. All right, the nudes. Got a good chew to them. They're very thin noodles too, like almost like angel hair. Not bad. It's a solid bowl of ramen. There's nothing wrong with this. This would be killer for a hangover night when you're here at the Venetians. There we go. That is tender and rich and fatty and delicious. That is amazing pork. Super delicious. This is a great bowl of ramen.
I can smell the fish flavor from that dashi. I'm already quite happy just with the smell and the aroma. Let's go in for a little bit of the chashu and the noodles.
The soy flavor is very strong too, in the best way.
The soy, some of the fish flavor too from that dashi. Oh wow. Let's try the egg though. Okay, that egg has that perfect, not quite runny, but it has that kind of gummy yolk in the middle.
Jammy.
Jammy, that's the word. Jammy yolk that ramen is known for. Overall, I'm not mad at this. I don't think it's like, wow, knock your socks off ramen, but for Vegas Food Hall ramen, this is definitely a pretty good option. So if I was to give this ramen bowl a score of Neko Cats, I would probably give this one, say a 3.5, because it's not knock your socks off, but it's also a damn good bowl of ramen.
And if I were to give it a score, I'm gonna have to agree with Paul. 3.5 Neko Cats out of 5 for an average score of 3.5 Neko Cats. I'd say it's pretty darn good ramen. If you don't want to go far and you're here at the Venetian, but you want something that's gonna be rich and filling and great for a hangover, this is a good bowl of ramen. Now, we're gonna get our next item from the next vendor. We'll be back in just a moment.
And now for stop number 3 at the Via Food Hall, we have B.S Taqueria. We decided to go with their quesadilla tacos. First off, I already love that they put the cilantro and onion on top. It's served with a side of consomme. One thing I do want to say about these tacos, you get 2 of these tacos and they are $14. So this already is kind of setting my expectations up as they have to wow me for that price, or I might not enjoy this. Okay, they're already very hot.
Why don't you try the beverage you got?
I should try the beverage. Now, they also have cocktails on tap here. You have your choice between a mango margarita with Mexican candy or what I got, which is a paloma. Now, this is a paloma on tap with a salt foam and poppy seeds. Let's give this a sip. I like the salt, what the salt foam is doing to it, but I have to say, this is a batch cocktail on tap. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of this. Let me give it one more sip though. I can't say I'm the biggest fan. It tastes like a batch cocktail.
Let's give it a taste.
That face says everything.
That definitely does taste like a batch cocktail. Ew, not a fan. That's a bad paloma. And I don't understand the poppy seeds. That just is weird to me. Why put the poppy seeds on top? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, it sounded good on paper. Like when I was looking at the menu, it sounded good.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give this 1 out of 5 grapefruits.
Now on the paloma, I'm gonna agree with James. 1 out of 5 grapefruits because this tastes like something that would come out of a can. You know what this reminds me of? A Buzz Ball.
Ew, yeah, it does.
It kind of reminds me of drinking a Buzz Ball.
So his total average score would be 1 out of 5 grapefruits then. It's not worth the calories. Skip the paloma at B.S Taqueria.
No, this is gonna take some...
Put that to the side. We'll keep working on it.
Put that aside. Now, hopefully our quesadilla tacos have cooled down so I can touch them, and yes, they have. Let's dip it in the consomme. I do feel that if you're gonna advertise this as a birria taco, you need to have a little bit more flavor in that beef. Let's give it one more bite just to be sure.
You don't look thrilled.
I don't know the nicest way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. The Mexican side of me is a little offended by those tacos. This is like what white people would determine is birria. I'm not getting a lot of robust flavor from it. I'm not getting much of the consomme. They look like a birria taco, but I'm just not getting what I'm used to at home when I go to my local taqueria. And we have a taqueria down the street from us that does some bomb-ass birria tacos. This is not it.
All right, I'm just gonna go for the same taco that you already bit into. Let's give it a dunk here into the consomme. Really soak that bad boy. I feel like there should be more cheese inside though, if you're gonna be a quesadilla taco. It's a salt bomb, but that's about it. I'm not getting a lot of the chili and the spices that you should get from the consomme.
Exactly, it should be more robust. There should be a little bit more robust flavor in it.
It needs to be a greater depth of flavor, and it's not there.
At the risk of also sounding more offensive, you know what this reminds me of?
A Jack in the Box taco?
No. This reminds me of those like the filling in those frozen taquitos.
Oh my God, yes.
The taste of it reminds me exactly of like a frozen taquito that you put in the oven.
Like Deli Mex?
Yeah, like Deli Mex. It has that flavor that reminds me of Deli Mex.
I agree with that, 100%. Absolutely agree with that. On the scale of tacos, 1 to 5 tacos, I'm giving this a 1. It's a complete miss. This is a very poor representation of a quesadilla taco. If you've never had quesadilla tacos, don't let this be your first.
No, do not. I've had way better.
Yeah.
I have way better down the street from me.
Yeah, sadly, so far, B.S Taqueria is not a hit.
If you could see my face right now, the level of offense that's going on inside, I have to give this 0.5 tacos.
0.5, not even a full 1.
Not even a full 1. It just can't, yeah.
Wow, all right.
It really does taste like Deli Mex. And I don't think I got the value that I paid for with it.
No, the best part about these tacos are the onions and cilantro.
Exactly, and onions and cilantro need to be a standard with tacos. The thing is, I'm from Phoenix. I know my tacos. I know what tacos are supposed to taste like. And now I'm going on a taco rant, and yeah, I can't justify wanting to order that again. Now, I'm sure their other tacos are probably good, but I went with the quesadilla tacos because it's different. It's something I enjoy. I just love the fact that I can dip a taco in consomme, but yeah, this one's just not it. Again, this is just my opinion.
That's my opinion!
Alrighty, friends, we're gonna take a moment to cut to past James and Paul while we personally figure out what we're gonna hit up next. But past James and Paul visited the cute little speakeasy bar here at the Via Food Hall, which is called Close Company. So let's see what their thoughts were.
Flashback.
Alrighty, everyone, past James and Paul here. Now we are at the hidden little bar here called Close Company inside the Via Food Hall. We are sitting here with our friends Paul and Amy from Going Out with Paul and Amy. We've got a couple cocktails. Now I have got the Pat Nap Paloma. This one's gonna be made of Del Magui Vida Mezcal, grapefruit, and a green chili soda. Now that's really what sold me, is the green chili soda. Let's give this a taste. Ooh. Wow. First off, I'm glad I just took an antacid because I know I'm gonna need it. But you instantly get the green chili flavor, followed by that smokiness of the mezcal. That is gorgeous. The grapefruit is nice and tart. A fantastic Paloma. Very interesting take. If you like green chili and you like Palomas, I think this is a good option.
I need a sip of this because green chili soda, that just sounds, that's all the fun of a spicy cocktail. With that flavor, the tequila flavor you get with the Paloma, you have to really love smoky flavors if you want this. I would totally get one, but I'd like to show off our next cocktail, and that is going to be the Daisy de Sandia. Now the Daisy de Sandia is going to be Altos Blanco Tequila, Rosé, and Watermelon. Let's give it a sip.
It's fruity, just like you.
Oh my God. Now this is definitely a refreshing one that I could drink by a pool. I'm quite happy with this. Yeah, you can have your green chili cocktail.
I will have my green chili soda. Thank you very much.
Woohoo!
Check it out.
We are not as good at reviewing drinks like they are, but I will say that this Modelo is extra chilled today.
Is it extra lagery?
And I love it when I get a little bit of that wrapper. What about yours?
Pick it off. I have a Guinness.
Yes.
I have a Guinness, and so I'm just gonna say, like from our channel, we always say, "Cheers, everybody!"
Cheers.
Seriously, go check out their channel. We'll put a link to them in the description of this video. They are good friends of ours, and they show off all sorts of fun places that may be not known to tourists. So it's a great way to get a local perspective in Las Vegas. Alrighty, guys, back to future James and Paul.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be hitting round 2 of the Via Via Food Hall after these messages. We want to extend our sincerest thanks to Daria, Cassandra, Rick, and Kim for the recent donations to the channel. This content is made possible by support from viewers like you, and we genuinely appreciate all of the support. If you would like to support the channel, why not leave a super thanks or donate to our PayPal at the QR code on the screen. These small actions do help offset our operating costs to make the content, so thank you again for all of your support.
Hi everyone, we really hope you're enjoying today's video. If you are, be sure and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring that cute little bell icon for notifications. Each week we're gonna bring you more Las Vegas hotel reviews, attraction reviews, restaurant reviews, and a whole lot more. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate you, we love you, and it means the world to us. All right, so next up, we've got some pepperoni pizza from Scarr's Pizza. Now, they actually gave us 2 slightly smaller than normal slices to equate to their normal size slice. Together, this is still well more than their normal size slice. I don't quite know what the deal was, but that's fine. They only charged me for 1 slice. It is incredibly thin, I'll say that, but it's got a really good bake on the bottom, good amount of cheese, little crispy, cubby pepperonis. And if you've been watching our channel for a while, you know that we know how to judge a slice of pepperoni pizza. So let's give it a taste. It's better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not saying I love it, but I don't hate it. I would say it's firmly middle of the road, maybe slightly above average. I wish it was slightly thicker. That's the only thing is it's very, 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 very thin. But for the most part, it's good. The sauce has a good flavor. The cheese is nice and creamy and salty. The pepperonis are crispy and flavorful. I threw a little extra red pepper on there, so it's kind of giving you a little bit of bite. Now they have other specialty slices and whatnot, but I am the firm believer that in order to judge a pizza place properly, you need to go with a standard like pepperoni pizza. That's one of those classics that if you can't do it right, what's going to say the rest of the stuff's going to be any better? Let's go try just the crust by itself here. The crust on its own is okay. It's missing kind of that maltiness that I at least tend to like in a crust. If I had to give this a rating out of 5, 2.5, it's middle of the road. It's not bad. I mean, I'd probably get it again if I was here in one pizza or just something quick.
As James said, it is very floppy and very thin. Now, that is not always the best indicator of whether a pizza slice is good or not, because we've had some pretty floppy pizzas like pop-up pizza at Plaza that have been phenomenal. Let's give this a bite.
I mean, spoiler alert, Bear, this ain't no pop-up pizza.
No, it's not.
You look like you enjoyed that less than I did.
I feel like I'm wanting more from it. And maybe this is just the bougie part of me that is overly critical. It's not a bad piece of pizza, but I do feel like it could do more. The crust needs to be a little bit thicker. The bake on it, though, as you can clearly see, the bake is great. It has a good bake on the bottom. It's not overdone. The pepperonis are the perfect size. You know, it's foldable, so it has that going for it. But nothing about it is standing out. And because we've eaten a lot of pizza slices here in Vegas, the bar is set a little bit high.
I do think that maybe we're not drunk enough for this pizza.
We're probably not drunk enough for this pizza. And I think that might be the thing. Maybe I need to finish more of this disgusting Paloma. I swear we'll have it finished by the end of the video. But when it comes down to it, it's not bad. And I'm gonna agree with James. It gets 2.5 pizza slices.
Sorry, I just had a sip of that Paloma and I just had this natural revulsion there.
This is gonna be the challenge. Can we get to the end of the video and get this done?
It's a really bad paloma.
It really is. Oh my God. And I feel like so horrible leaving scorched earth scathing reviews on something because
I know we don't generally
get this negative. I really feel genuinely bad. But at the same time, you know what? I think we just need to be a little drunker to appreciate what this pizza has going for it. Now that brings it to an average score of 2.5 pizza slices on our grading scale. Now we're gonna go ahead and check out 2 more places here at the Via Via Food Hall, so stay tuned. Okay, 2 more stalls to go here at Via Via Food Hall. I am hoping these next 2 can redeem the last 2 that we've had. Now this is already looking promising here. We went to Turkey and the Wolf and we got the Diner Classic, which is going to be a double smash burger. Now this is going to consist of your smash burger patties, your cheese, your onions, a fried egg, and some bacon and Russian dressing. It's all the good stuff in a burger if you like your burgers greasy and fatty. Let's see if I can pick it up and give it a bite.
I like how they gave you a fork and knife for that.
I got the fork and knife.
Okay. Well, I mean, it might be a fork and knifer.
It does look like it could be a fork and knifer. I think I'm gonna do that.
I am not against using a fork and knife for a sandwich.
I am not either. Let's give this a bite. I think everything's well balanced. It's very greasy, it's very fatty. You're getting some flavor from those onions. It's a smash burger, so everything has that Maillard reaction. This is a phenomenal burger.
It looks super crispy.
It's so crispy. The burger patties themselves are crispy. This one met the assignment.
One reason we went with the burger instead of the fried bologna sandwich, which is what Turkey and the Wolf is known for, is because every other content creator has featured the fried bologna sandwich. So we wanted to show you something different. I think I'm also gonna fork and knife this because it looks like an absolute hideous mess otherwise. There's nothing wrong with fork and knifing a sandwich. I do wish this knife was slightly sharper though. Okay, the edges of those smash patties, perfect. I love the crispy little bits on the side there, so. Okay, that's a solid burger. The bacon though is, in my opinion, way too crispy. Beyond that, everything is beautiful. It tastes wonderful. The onions are perfectly caramelized. It is cheesy and greasy. I do wish the egg was more gooey. Like it's more kind of cooked like a medium fried egg. All in all though, it's a solid smash burger. I don't think I like it as much as I like Lola's burgers at Proper Eats. I think they do a better smash burger, but this isn't bad. And considering the fact that the last couple vendors that we've had here at Via Via were not great, this is at least a step in the right direction. Do I kind of wish we would have tried the fried bologna sandwich? Yes, I love a fried bologna sandwich, but this is still really good. So I'm gonna give this, I'll give this 4 out of 5 burgers.
And after everything else that we've had here, I kind of have to slightly disagree with James and give it 5 out of 5 burgers. I just enjoyed it. It's comfort food. I could see myself coming back and getting one for myself. Now, obviously we're sharing everything here for this video, but if we were to come back here, I would just get myself a burger, some fries. Yeah, this gets 5 out of 5 in my opinion.
So with Paul's 5 and my 4, that brings it to an average score of 4.5 burgers out of 5. We have one last vendor to check out, and to be honest, it's the one that I've been most excited about. I think both of us have been most excited about, and that's Antico Vinaio, known for their incredible Italian sandwiches. Don't go anywhere. This should be good.
Paloma update. We're about 1/3 left.
Here, give me another sip.
Oh, we're almost done with it. It will be done by the end of this video, I promise.
Oh, that is a bad Paloma. All right, last but not least, it's time to try Antico Vinaio, which is a famous Italian sandwich shop known for their epic sandwiches. Now we've gone with their most popular sandwich today, which is the La Paradiso. It's gonna be mortadella, stracciatella, pistachio cream, and pistachio. I've never had a sandwich like this before in my life. I'm excited. I'm also a little afraid. Am I gonna enjoy this? Now it's beautiful focaccia. Oh my God, that focaccia bread is so soft. Unbelievably soft. I do love mortadella though, and I love pistachio, and I love cream. All right, let's give it a taste. Wow. Okay. That's so different than any sandwich I've ever had in my life. The mortadella, of course, is fatty. salty, rich. The focaccia bread, as I mentioned, is warm and soft and chewy. And then the pistachio is nutty, crunchy. The cream just adds a nice little cooling aspect to it. This is a killer sandwich.
Oh my God, yeah, that is some pillowy focaccia bread.
We make focaccia bread fairly regularly. I have never had bread that comes out that soft.
Yeah, I've never made my focaccia bread that soft or had it come out that soft. Oh, and the bottom's firm. It's a little messy. Let's just bite.
Just be careful.
I have thoughts and some good ones. This is best in show at this food hall. If you come here to Via Via, run. Don't walk to Antico Vinaio. Wow. Now, if you love pistachio, the La Paradiso is the one to go with. I didn't get much of the mortadella, so let me give it a second bite here. It's almost like a little onion that every layer keeps unraveling something new.
I like to think of it more of an artichoke. I'd say much more of an artichoke. Let's go with something more Italian here.
Now, I love, though, that the sandwich comes in 2 different slices, so you can enjoy one now and enjoy one later. Now, I think you all know where I'm going with my score. I'm gonna give this 5 out of 5 Italian flags.
I'm also gonna give this 5 out of 5 Italian flags because holy butts, that's a tasty sandwich. It's unique. It's unlike anything we generally get in the United States. The ingredients are quality. The flavors are abundant. Yeah, this is the best thing here at the Via Via Food Hall. Hands down, perfect score, 5 out of 5 flags.
And Paloma update. We are now almost done.
Ugh.
Let's count this down and finish it off
Ew.
so that we can get to the end of this video. Okay, I just want to say those poppy seeds, I can feel them going back down my throat. Oh, I am so glad it's done. I am so glad that's done. Now, stay tuned. We'll be back with our final thoughts on the Via Via Food Hall.
Alrighty, everyone, we are back up in our hotel room here at Venetian, and I have to say, I enjoyed the Via Via Food Hall for the most part. I know, as we saw, there were some that were misses, but Antico Vinaio was a standout. Turkey and the Wolf, the burger was delicious. Scarr's pizza was acceptable.
Howlin Ray's.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Proceed with caution at Howlin Ray's.
We only went medium, and as I said, it's like a medium hot.
So funny thing is, like off camera, is like Paul's like, I'm gonna finish this chicken strip, you know, thinking, oh, you know, it's not too bad. And then by the time I got back with the next round, he's like, I can't eat anymore. It's too spicy.
It's not that it was too spicy. It was the fact that like acid reflux was starting to hit, and I'm like, this is not going to be good if I finish it.
Right. So again, that's one that you want to proceed with caution with. You know, in my experience, that eating it, the more you ate, the spicier it got. So just be careful there. All in all, I think the Via Via Food Hall is a good addition to Venetian. So that being said, we hope you've enjoyed today's video as we tested out the Via Via Food Hall. If you did, please consider hitting that like button. It really does help us out. I can't stress that enough. YouTube will see that and push our video out to more viewers just like you. And if you're still watching the video at this point and you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Come on, we want to have you along for the party. Each and every week, we're going to bring you more content featuring Las Vegas, and sometimes theme parks, cruises, and other travel destinations around the world.
And we also want to say thank you so much for just all of your support, your likes, comments, and feedback, and even just meeting you in person.
Yes, absolutely. We love meeting you guys. So whenever you see us in Las Vegas, which is our main squeeze, that's the place you're going to find us most. But if whenever you see us in Las Vegas or anywhere else, don't hesitate to say hi.
And on that note, have a great one.
Bye, guys. Until next week.